Hey guys, what is going on? It's Emily from Living Plantfully. It literally feels like I have not been in front of the camera in ages. Like, it feels like forever since I've been in front of the camera talking to you guys. First of all, I just want to say that I hope you guys are all doing well during this crazy time in the world that we are living right now. It's just been so crazy. I cannot believe that this is happening sometimes, but it is. And I just thought, you know what, let me go ahead and make this video, maybe bring you guys a little bit of some, I don't know, entertainment, something to watch, something to do during this crazy time in quarantine. It has been 6 months since I gave birth to my baby girl, and I just really wanted to take these first 6 months of her life to just focus purely on her, to bond with her without the distraction of having to film, edit, post, and do all of that stuff. So I just wanted to kind of disconnect in that way and just kind of focus with her and bond with her without all of those distractions. My baby is 6 months old as of this past week, but today I kind of want to talk to you guys about my labor and delivery, and then introduce you guys to my baby, and then talk to you a little bit about how it's been being a mom, a first-time mom, for the past 6 months, and just future plans for Living Plantfully. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly as possible let you guys know how my labor and delivery went. It's a lot more than I'm gonna like say, but I just want to, like, you know, say the main points of it, how it went and all of that stuff. First and foremost, I want to say that I feel so blessed and I am so thankful that my delivery and that my labor went the way that it did. I know that it's not the case for everyone where they get super lucky like I did. My due date was November 8th. I ended up having my baby girl on the 11th of November. So on November 8th, my whole family was here. My sister and dad had gotten here the day before, and my mom had already been with me for 2 weeks just in case I went into labor early. The 8th came and went. The 9th came and went, and the morning of the 10th, 3:30 a.m., I started to get some contractions. I woke up in the middle of the night, which I usually did because I always had to pee. So I had some contractions, some light contractions. I pulled my phone out, I tracked them on my little contraction app. They were kind of starting to come quicker and closer together and whatnot, so MJ and I were like, okay, we have to call my doctor. So I went ahead and called her up. She said to drink a bunch of water and to just see how they went from there. If they continue to progress or get closer together, then to give her a call back. I called her at around 4:30, I want to say. She was like, okay, we'll go ahead and, you know, head to the hospital. We went ahead and packed up everything. We kind of had everything ready, but, you know, got it all into the car. I went ahead and like showered, did my hair, did a little light makeup, whatnot. So we headed to the doctors, to the hospital. At that point, it was around like 6:30, I want to say 6:30 in the morning, maybe 7 o'clock. We got to the hospital at 7:30, and they went ahead and checked me into like the triage to see if they were going to admit me. I had to change into the gown. They hooked me up with all the monitors on my belly to check the baby's heart rate, check my heart rate. Then a nurse came in and checked to see how far along I was. They checked, and I was already 3 centimeters dilated at this point. So they went ahead and checked me into like the actual, like, I guess, delivery area. Went up to the delivery area. They set me up in my room. My family got to come in. You may or may not know, but I went into this whole thing telling myself that I would try to do this the natural way, meaning without any epidural, without any kind of drugs. I wanted to do it as natural as possible. So contractions were pretty light at first. Like I said, I had gone from obviously who knows how much to 3 centimeters dilated already by the time I was at the hospital. So the doctor came in around, I want to say 9 o'clock. She checked. I was still like around 4.5. But let me tell you guys, when you are in that much pain for that long, I mean, you just do the best that you can, but there comes a point where your body's just kind of like, okay, like this is a lot. And so by the time I was around 5.5 centimeters, I was in a lot of pain, guys, like so much pain. It was the worst pain that I've ever felt, to be honest. Like, just everything, just ooh, your back, your uterus, your whole entire stomach just tightens up. Oh my god, I would be nauseous, shaking. I would get like sweats, but at the same time I would be cold and shaking, and just, oh my god, it was crazy. I had told my nurse and my doctor that I did not want to be offered the epidural unless I brought it up. Like I said, at this point I was in so much pain, so much pain. Like I could not even take the contractions, and I asked my nurse if there was any other option aside from the epidural that I could take, and she said there was another option. I guess it's like morphine that they give you through the IV drip, but at that point that was not an option for me because baby girl was a sleepy baby girl. She had been going through these periods of like inactiveness in my tummy, meaning that like her heart rate would go down a little bit and she wasn't really like super active, and so that was kind of worrying the nurse as far as like, okay, she should be like a little bit more active at this point, and giving me the morphine would have just made her even more so inactive and more sleepy. So she was like, I really don't want to give you the morphine, I don't recommend it. So the only other option I had was the epidural. At 5.5 centimeters I ended up getting the epidural. To be honest, I was really hard on myself about getting the epidural. I like cried after. I kind of felt like a failure because it's not what I had initially wanted. Things happen and I really don't regret getting it because I was able to kind of like rest after that. Prior to that, it had just been like go 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 go. Like you get a little bit of time between each contraction, but because the contractions are so strong, like that little break in between is not enough. I do not regret getting the epidural at all. Props, and like, man, kudos to those women that can do it without the epidural. Like, you are freaking amazing. You're freaking superwoman. I did what I felt was best for me at that point. Moving on, I got the epidural at 5.5 centimeters. They went ahead and put me like on one of those like medicine balls that like you put in between your legs, and then they kind of like would rotate me every so often so that way my cervix would open up. The doctor came back, she checked me, and she said that my water had broke on its own, which is good. But because my water had broken already and it had been already a long time, they went ahead and gave me some Pitocin to just help everything just move along further. From 7.5 centimeters and onward, it got a little bit painful again. I did not want any more of the epidural because you can definitely like give yourself more epidural. They have like the little thing for you to press. I wanted to be able to like feel my legs and stuff somewhat, so I was like, no more epidural. And so from this point on, it was pretty painful. I remember like breathing and just being like, oh my gosh, how is this so painful right now? And I have the epidural, so I couldn't even imagine without it at that point. The next time the doctor came in, I was around 9.5 centimeters if I'm not mistaken. She was like, okay, we're ready to push, we're ready to, you know, go for it. At first I did not know what I was doing. I was like, what the heck? Am I even pushing anything? Like, I am pushing nothing. Like, nothing is happening right now. Like, that's literally what it felt like. And I was pushing so hard for so long. It felt like basically baby girl was a little bit sideways. Because she was a little bit sideways, it was making it really hard for her to come out this way because your opening's obviously like this. So yeah, so that's why I pushed for so long. My gosh, my sister and MJ were like my rocks. I would not have been able to do it without them, to be honest. I just kept thinking about that baby in there. I kept thinking about her. Her head was starting to show, like they put a mirror right there for me to like see her, so I can start to like see her little hair. Like the little top of her head was right there, and they're like, she's there, like you got this, like come on, push push push. I was pushing for about an hour and a half, and at 1:20 a.m. on 11/11 my baby girl was born. And oh my gosh, it was just the most amazing feeling. Obviously the doctor like pulled her out at that point and just like plopped her on my chest, and she was so warm. Like her body temperature was so warm, and like she was so soft. Oh my god, it was like meeting someone for the first time, but at the same time like I knew her. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It was just so crazy. But during the next 30 minutes to an hour, I was just in my own world with her. You know, they were stitching me up. I did tear a little bit down there, nothing crazy thankfully, but I just don't even remember any of that. I just remember her being on my chest and me like just smelling her, and just, oh my god, it was just so amazing. Words cannot even describe the feeling that it's just the most amazing thing ever. Would I do it again? 100,000 times I would. 100%. Yes, every time. So yeah, my baby girl was born, like I said, at 1:20 a.m. on 11/11 Veterans Day, which is kind of awesome because MJ is a veteran, my dad is a veteran, and my father-in-law is a veteran. So they got the best Veterans Day present ever. She weighed 7 pounds and 5 ounces. She measured around 20 inches. Healthy as can be. super freaking cute. Just like I said, the most amazing little thing in the whole entire world. That was literally the best day of my entire life. It feels like it was just yesterday. Like, it's really crazy. So yeah guys, that is pretty much my labor and delivery in a nutshell, because so many other things went into it. But I cannot tell you how blessed and how thankful I feel that I was able to deliver a healthy baby, and that my delivery and labor went the way that it did. No complications. I did beat myself up about the whole epidural thing, but again, I always tell people who are pregnant or expecting that, you know, you can go in there with a plan, but don't be upset if your plan changes, because at the end of the day, all that matters is that you're healthy and that your baby is healthy, and that's all that mattered for us as well. I cannot wait for you guys to meet her. She's taking a nap, so as soon as she wakes up, I will introduce her to you guys. Okay, so this little lady just woke up from her nap. Everyone, this is my daughter, Nalani Jade. My world, my life, my everything. So Nalani is 6 months, like I said. She is growing like crazy. She is very smart. She has a lot of hair. That's like the #1 thing people say when they see her. She's so cute. Look at all that hair. Yeah, she has a lot of hair, which is weird because I didn't have a lot of heartburn. I had some, but not anything crazy. She is not crawling quite yet, but she's definitely moving around on the ground. She can like roll around and get to where she wants to get by like scooting / rolling everywhere. She already stands up in her crib. Like, she'll like be sitting in her crib sometimes when I'm like doing stuff in her room, and she'll literally pull herself up on the railing. I'll put a picture so you guys can see it. She just started eating solids not too long ago. She just started grains this past week, but we started giving her some pureed food around like 4 or 5-ish months, just fruit and veggies. She's so much fun. Oh my gosh, I love being her mommy. I would not trade it for anything. Sometimes I just look at her and I just cannot believe that she's mine and that I get to see her every day forever. Ugh, I just eat her. I just eat her up, right? She's my sweet little angel. She's such a sweet girl. She gets so happy whenever she wakes up from her naps. She does cry or whine when she like wants something, obviously, but aside from that, she's very, very well behaved. She sleeps through the nights. She's been sleeping through the nights for a long time already. Like, I can't even remember the last time she woke up in the middle of the night. She had a 4-month regression where she would wake up every night. She pretty much sleeps from 9 o'clock till like 7:30 every single day, and then she has 2 naps every single day that are roughly 2.5 hours long. She's starting to like do that a lot. She says dada, and she knows that dada, she knows that her dada is dada. Like, she knows whenever MJ's around, she's like dada or da. Everyone says that she looks like me, but I definitely think she looks like her dad a lot too, in the eyes mostly. And she has her dad's skin tone, skin color, and skin texture, and she's just gorgeous. This little girl is so big, growing so fast, and I just can't get over it. That's like the one thing that I was not prepared for, that nobody tells you to prepare for, but they grow so fast, like so fast. Like, it's just been 6 months and it feels like 2 days. So yeah guys, this is my daughter, Nalani Jade. That is her name, picked out by Mama and Dada. Shabbat everyone, it was nice to meet you. I'll be on some more videos. Alright guys, well that is it for this video. I'm so excited and I'm so happy that I finally got to film this video for you guys. It had been a long time coming. Thank you for your understanding of me being gone for the past freaking forever, it feels like. I hope that you're excited as I am for the future to come. I don't know really what I'm going to be doing as far as content with Living Plantfully, because I do know that there's a lot of you guys that are here purely for like recipes and all that kind of stuff, but Living Plantfully is like an all-around lifestyle YouTube channel. So I definitely do want to implement more of like my lifestyle, my baby, like baby stuff, mommy stuff. If you guys want to see that kind of stuff, just let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to Living Plantfully yet, definitely need to do so. Go ahead and do that right now, and then also click the little bell so that way you can know when a new video goes up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please continue to stay safe out there. Sending you all my well wishes, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.